Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Ultra Confusion interview. This time we have...
My name is Vinh. I am from Studio 15, and I'm here with my project, Astoria Legends.
So tell us a little bit about your game.
So if you guys are a fan of the character action genre, if you're a fan of games very fast-paced, challenging, combo-heavy games like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, and all that stuff, this is what we've made. I really love that type of action game. I love games that just really challenge your skills, but also give you the freedom of expressing how to do all the crazy combos with your character. And of course, as you can tell, those games are usually 3D, but in order to translate it to 2D, we use the more traditional fighting game mechanics for the inputs. And yeah, I do all of the art for Studio 15, and I've gotten inspired from several different games that I grew up, and that's how I've arrived to like this more Tetsuya Nomura-esque art style.
So how long have you been working on this project?
So this project, in its current form, has only been in development for about a year and a half, since 2017. Mm-hmm. It has been in a conceptual stage since 2015. But during that time, we've had different protagonists, a different storyline, and since then, a lot of it has been scrapped, but we still kept a core part of what made the previous version of it true. So now, this current project, conceptual-wise, 2015, how it's currently looking like, 2017.
So how many people you have working on the project?
It is only me. It is only me and a programmer. He's not here right now. He lives in Pennsylvania. We both use Unity in order to collaborate with each other. I am the director, designer, and artist of the game. So I have full creative control of the game and the creative vision. Whatever ideas that I come up with, I pass it on to my coder, and he just makes magic with it. I don't know how programming works, but whatever you guys do, it's magic.
So what would you say is the average playthrough time?
So this game has about an 8-hour story campaign, but depending on how well you play, it may take you more, it may take you less. True to the nature of the character action genres, the game is broken up into a mission style, and at the end of each mission, there's a ranking for it from D to S. So for players who really love to like get high marks and high scores on their game, it might take you longer. If you're just speeding through the story mode, it might take you 8 hours. It might take you even less, depending on how quick you beat the bosses.
So through this process, what would you say is one of the hurdles you've had to overcome?
The biggest hurdle of this? Well, honestly, though, this is actually our first major commercial game, right? Mm-hmm. Before this, we've only been making small projects. I've only been working on like video games since high school, but we've worked on like sprite-based games using different engines. So like the whole hurdle of game development in general has been this project. I've learned how to manage my team better. I've learned how to market the game. That's part of the hurdle. I've learned all sorts of different like techniques. The project evolved over time. How it looked like 2 years ago, 3 years ago during its conceptual stage has changed since then, and that's through also getting through the hurdle of like becoming a art director and choosing like what type of art direction that I want to. So just honestly though, making video games, the whole entire game development is part of the hurdle.
So what kind of advice would you give anyone who's trying to do what you're doing right now?
So I actually made this project, or I started the concept of this project in 2015, partly because nobody was really hiring me. I've had, like I said earlier, I've been making video games since high school, but they were really small, 1 hour, 30 minutes games that I made for fun, for friends. And using all of those stuff, it still wasn't enough to get me like an actual career or a job in even like the smallest indie studios. So what I did was I sat down. We have a lot of free tools nowadays for our game developers, Unity and all of that stuff. And I just sat down, made some concepts, and I went for it. So if you're a game developer and like I know it's really hard to get into the type of industry nowadays, really just start. Like honestly though, just start. And you just get better over time. My game, it looks completely different from how it looks like from 2017 when it got reworked, and from 2015 when it was just in a concept stage.
So what platforms is the game coming out on?
So we are currently running the two setups on PCs here. Mm-hmm. We are using DualShock 4 controllers because originally when we were making the game, I envisioned it as a PS4 game. I grew up as like a console fan. But since then, the Nintendo Switch has become like the main indie platform, and a lot of our players and fans have just said they really, really want it on the Switch. So when we relaunch the game in about 2 to 3 years, we're gonna have it on all the major consoles of then. So PS4, PS5, if we even get the chance to, right. The Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and of course on PC, Steam. We are not pursuing any sort of like exclusivity or anything like that. We want as much players to play the game as possible.
So where can people find out more information?
So right now we have this full demo at MomoCon at our website at AstoriaLegends.com. It is the same exact demo. You can download it, plug in your controller, and just play and experience what everybody is playing right here.
Perfect. Well, thank you for taking time to do this interview, and the best of luck to you.
Thank you, guys.